Okay, welcome back to Off Script. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. Here to discuss Comey, the president's overseas trip, and more. Got Brandon Cooper, chairman of the Prince George's County Republican Party. In the middle, Maurice Simpson, Jr., president of the Prince George's County Young Democrats, and Evan Young from the Montgomery County Young Republicans. You're still the second top guy out there, right? And let's start with James Comey. I mean, this hits me like a bombshell. He's got some fake information that apparently came from the Russians. He knew it was fake, didn't tell anybody, but he used this information to really clobber Hillary Clinton. Do I have that right or wrong?
I mean, I think you're completely accurate. I think this is the beginning of the fake news that we all talk about currently, but we knew head on that they were just spouting out random facts, and this is the result of that.
And let's be clear, the Deputy Director of FBI, McCabe, went to Capitol Hill last week and said that they were not duped, that they were aware of this information not being legitimate. But honestly, this was not to the heart of the issue. The heart of the issue was the fact that Hillary Clinton carelessly handled classified information. That was not the issue that was fake.
We can get to that, but I want to talk about James Comey. So James Comey, the head of the FBI. I mean, come on. He has smeared or at least embarrassed the entire agency, if you ask me. Let's go back to that, though. He's got this information. It's fake information from the Russians. He knows it's fake. He doesn't tell anybody it's fake. You could go all the way up the chain. The Obama administration, I mean, remember they said they weren't acting because they were afraid they would be accused of being political? Well, it turns out you had information. The Russians succeeded. That's what I'm saying. They've got to be laughing at
Head of the FBI acts on knowingly false information to unilaterally close an investigation on Hillary Clinton. It's more reason why it was a good idea to fire him.
There you go.
He went against protocol at the Justice Department. They were telling him at the top, don't do this, don't do this. He does it anyway. It looks like a mess over there.
It's a complete disregard, for policy, and it's a complete affront to our democracy. I mean, he completely disrespected, in my opinion, Attorney General Lynch at the time by circumventing her. And just completely acted unilaterally in this process.
But again, let's be clear. The information that we're talking about is not to the heart of the issue. She was still careless with classified information. There's still 30,000 emails that are missing that should have been preserved that she deleted. That's all still reality. The only thing that was fake was the part about the Attorney General Lynch.
Well, yeah, but there's a way to address when we talk about electronically stored data. If we want to talk about it from a legal perspective, but when we talk about what he did and his carelessness and recklessness and completely declaring an investigation over, talking about these emails is why we are where we are.
And that's
now.
why Trump fired him. I think it was a good decision.
Jared Kushner. Big deal, small deal. He's the guy with all the information. Obviously, they want to talk to him at some point. But where's this likely to go?
Well, it's amazing. Sometimes during an investigation, people get questioned. It's no groundbreaking development there. They said that he's not a target of the investigation, that he hasn't committed any crime. He met with 2 Russians. They may be the targets of this investigation. They want to know what he knows. He's working with them. I don't see this as a big story.
You buy that?
No, I don't buy that. I mean, it's just like any investigation. Until you have enough information to make them a suspect, you start with them as a person of interest, and then you get more information from talking to them.
And they have no evidence still.
It moves into a bigger investigation. So, to try to brush this under the rug as, oh, he's just a person of interest in a matter of course.
Let's not brush it under the rug. It's what it is.
So what I can say is this. This has been a year-long investigation. There are 6 separate investigations taking place right now. And everyone is saying, both Democrats and Republicans, that there is no evidence of collusion. Even Auntie
This investigation, a lot of people believe, just started with Mueller.
Okay? It has not just started.
You got a special
going on for a year.
You got a guy who's now got a criminal investigation.
President Obama's administration was investigating this. It's been going on for a year, and there's nothing out of there yet.
Okay, let's talk about the president's trip overseas. Normally, a president, takes his first trip overseas. The poll numbers go up. He's treated like royalty. Around the world, the places where he's going. What kind of grade do you give the president?
Enough. I mean, I think naturally. He's continued to fail at everything he attempts to do. I think his rhetoric from the campaign is catching up to him. Our friends internationally are not receptive. They know the rhetoric that he used during the campaign trail, and now he's just trying to walk it back.
A lot of people don't say it's a good thing, though, that he stopped being the candidate and started acting more like the president, stuck to the script.
Well, I mean, I guess when you go from knowing nothing at all to starting to learn along the way, I guess those are
See, Democrats weren't happy when he had campaign rhetoric, and now when it's shifted to presidential rhetoric, they're still not happy. Democrats will never be happy. That's why we know he's going to give them that.
Some are resistance. But I will say there are plenty of things to criticize Donald Trump on, legitimate concerns, particularly with criminal justice issues, really startling things. But as far as his foreign trip abroad, I say it was pretty good. I mean, the biggest thing that came out of it was a little brush up with a NATO leader. I think that would be a good trip.
Well, no,
I was going to ask you about that. He brushed aside, you know, the head of Montenegro. You don't have a problem with that. It blew up on social media.
He said America first, and he went first.
Come on, optics. He's really big on optics. That looked like, get out of the way, make way for the big guy here.
But come on, the optics are set by the media. The media has not been friendly to Trump, and Trump has not been friendly to the media.
But Donald Trump's very good at optics.
You're right.
Himself, okay?
I don't know about that.
If the biggest takeaway I'm seeing all over the news is whether or not Melania and Donald Trump held hands and him brushing past Montenegro, and that's a good trip.
Yeah. Sean Spicer, he didn't get a chance to meet the Pope.
No.
A lot of journalists who do not have great relations with Sean Spicer. I mean, felt sorry for the guy. You know, he's a devout Catholic, former altar boy.
I mean, my problem with him since the beginning is he gets baited way too easily and just starts going off onto tangents that he has no business talking about. And
you get to my point. You get to my point, though. Yeah. Is the president sending a message by not including him?
I hope so, because I'd prefer he not be the press secretary.
Well, no, I have to co-sign with that. I like Sean Spicer. He's done a great job communications director with the RNC, got Trump to the White House, but as far as press secretary, he may not have the temperament to do the job.
No, I mean, I think Spicy is actually the best thing part of this administration.
Of course you would.
It gives us great material for Saturday Night Live. But incompetence cannot be rewarded. So,
I say you let him meet the Pope and then fire him. Okay, Tom's got the forecast.